Samantha Miller was a radiant young woman with a bright future ahead of her. Filled with warmth, kindness, and a contagious laugh, she had a knack for making everyone feel loved and cherished. Aric Hutchinson, her soulmate, was drawn to her infectious energy, and the way she lit up every room she entered. They met through mutual friends, and their connection was instant and undeniable. They shared a love for adventure, laughter, and each other's company. Aric proposed to Samantha on a picturesque beach, the setting sun casting a golden glow on their faces as she tearfully said yes. Their love story was one for the books, and they were excited to embark on their journey as husband and wife. They planned a beautiful wedding ceremony in Charleston, South Carolina, a place that held special meaning for them. Surrounded by their closest family and friends, they exchanged vows, promising to love and cherish each other for the rest of their lives. Their wedding day was a dream come true, filled with love, laughter, and the promise of a lifetime of happiness together. Little did they know that their happily ever after would be tragically cut short, their dreams shattered by a senseless act that would forever change their lives. Folly Beach, with its charming beach town vibes and pristine sandy shores, was the perfect backdrop for Samantha's bachelorette party. It was a weekend dedicated to celebrating their upcoming nuptials, filled with laughter, shared memories, and the unbreakable bond of friendship. Samantha and her closest friends arrived on the island, their hearts brimming with excitement for the festivities to come. The beach house they rented was alive with music, laughter, and the chatter of friends reminiscing about old times and creating new memories. They spent their days soaking up the sun, playing beach volleyball, and indulging in delicious seafood at local restaurants. As the sun began to set, they would gather on the porch, sharing stories and laughter as they watched the waves crash against the shore. Samantha was in her element, surrounded by the love and support of her closest friends. The weekend was everything she had dreamed of, a perfect celebration of love, friendship, and the exciting chapter that lay ahead. As the weekend drew to a close, they vowed to make this an annual tradition, a testament to their unbreakable bond. The night of the crash started like any other celebration, full of joy, laughter, and shared moments that would be cherished for a lifetime. Samantha and her friends, adorned in their finest attire, were ready to paint the town red. They had made reservations at a trendy restaurant in downtown Charleston, known for its lively atmosphere and delectable cuisine. The restaurant was buzzing with energy, the air thick with the aroma of delicious food and the sound of clinking glasses. They toasted to Samantha's upcoming wedding, sharing heartfelt speeches and funny anecdotes that had them laughing until their sides hurt. Samantha, radiant in a shimmering dress that accentuated her infectious smile, was the epitome of happiness. As the night went on, the music got louder, and they couldn't resist the urge to hit the dance floor. Samantha and her friends danced the night away, their laughter echoing through the restaurant as they celebrated her last hurrah as a single lady. It was a night that would forever be etched in their memories, a bittersweet reminder of the joy and love that filled Samantha's life. After a night of joyous celebration, Samantha and her new husband Aric, along with 2 other family members, decided to continue their celebration at a nearby bar. They piled into a golf cart, a common mode of transportation on the island, unaware that their celebratory journey would soon turn into a nightmare. As they drove down a quiet road, their laughter and conversation were abruptly silenced by the deafening roar of an oncoming vehicle. Jamie Komoroski, a 25-year-old woman with a blood alcohol content 3 times over the legal limit, was behind the wheel of a speeding Toyota Camry. Traveling at a horrifying 65 miles per hour in a 25 miles per hour zone, she recklessly careened through the streets, her judgment clouded by alcohol. The golf cart carrying Samantha and her loved ones never stood a chance. The impact was catastrophic, throwing the passengers from the vehicle and sending debris scattering across the road. The sound of the crash echoed through the night, a chilling reminder of the devastating consequences of drunk driving. First responders arrived at the scene to find a horrific scene: mangled metal, shattered glass, and the lifeless body of a young woman whose life had been tragically cut short. Samantha Miller Hutchinson was pronounced dead at the scene, her dreams and future extinguished in an instant. Section 5, Justice for Samantha, the arrest and charges. Jamie Komoroski, the intoxicated driver responsible for the horrific crash that claimed Samantha's life, was immediately apprehended at the scene. Her bloodshot eyes, slurred speech, and the overwhelming stench of alcohol on her breath painted a clear picture of her reckless disregard for human life. A field sobriety test confirmed what witnesses already suspected. Komoroski was heavily intoxicated, her blood alcohol content far exceeding the legal limit. She was arrested and charged with 3 counts of felony DUI resulting in great bodily injury or death, and 1 count of reckless homicide. The news of her arrest spread like wildfire through the community, igniting a firestorm of anger, grief, and disbelief. How could someone be so careless, so indifferent to the sanctity of human life? As details of the crash emerged, the community grappled with the senseless loss of a beloved member of their community. Samantha's bright light had been extinguished, and the pain of her absence was felt deeply by all who knew her. The legal proceedings against Komoroski became a focal point for their grief and outrage, a collective demand for justice in the face of unimaginable tragedy. Aric's world shattered when he learned of the accident. The weight of the loss was unbearable, and the pain, it was unimaginable. He found himself grappling with a reality that seemed too cruel to be true. His heart, heavy with sorrow, could barely endure the grief. The court handed down a sentence of 25 years for the DUI death. It was a stark reminder of the severe consequences of impaired driving. The ruling aimed to serve justice, but it also underscored the irreversible impact of that fateful night. The sentence, while just, could never restore the lives lost or mend the hearts broken. In the wake of the tragedy, a legacy of love and loss emerged. Families and friends came together, united by their shared grief and memories. They honored those they had lost by cherishing the moments they had, and by supporting one another through the darkest of times. This legacy born of sorrow was a testament to the enduring power of love. To prevent future tragedies, communities rallied to raise awareness about the dangers of impaired driving. Educational programs and stricter enforcement were implemented, aiming to save lives and spare others from similar heartbreak. The hope was that through collective effort and vigilance, such a tragedy would never happen again.